Everybody, what is happening? It is Bill with Franklin Loan Center, and so I'm sure everyone's heard by now that the federal government, our fine, duly elected representatives, couldn't get their shit together to actually get, to keep the government open. I guess they're out of funding. I don't even know what this is all about, right? But I can only imagine the madness that's getting asked for on both sides. It's got to just be an embarrassment. But nonetheless. Look, it seems like, hey, whatever, unless you actually work for the government, which is a massive number of people, including all the, all the veterans and everybody that's active duty and all that stuff, then it would seem like, hey, what's the big deal? Like, how could this affect the mortgage business? Well, it's actually, there's a handful of things to consider. One is FHA, VA, and USDA are all three government-backed loans. And in each case like FHA, you require a case number. A lot of this stuff can just be pulled dynamically online, but in cases where it's unable, you can't get it, or you need any sort of interaction, that could get tricky. So that's any of the government loans. Another thing like conventional loans, in fact, most loans that require any kind of tax returns or W-2s, which is most loans, they also require like IRS tax transcripts and things like that, which could now be delayed, right? Now, I already know Fannie and Freddie are already scrambling. I saw a mortgagee letter come out where, they're looking to, just add some flexibilities there so that as long as we have the form that would allow us to request the transcripts, then maybe we don't need the transcripts. But secondary markets are weird, and we'll see how it goes, right? Let's just hope this sort of fixes itself quickly and we get some resolution. So anyway, I mean, this is definitely one of those things to all you realtors out there. If you have a deal going on, get with your lender and see if there's any kind of, are we expecting any delays? Because there could be some things out of the lender's control here that could come up, right? So, make sure you're communicating about close dates and timelines. Because I just think about some of these transactions where, buyer has a house to sell, and then maybe it could circle back on a bunch of different ones, and like a simple little delay that would really almost never happen could all of a sudden hit a snag and cause delays in all these transactions. So anyway, again, let's cross our fingers that the fools and that are running our government, which is just mind-blowing to me, get this stuff resolved fairly quickly, whatever that looks like, and get us back open. But in the meantime, look, if you're in the middle of a real estate transaction and there's any kind of loan involved, you might want to start asking some questions about is this government shutdown going to cause any delays? So that's it. Just kind of, I guess, a PSA today. It's something to keep an eye out for. I'm Bill. I'm with Franklin Loan Center, and I'll see you all next week.